Dang, I hope y'all not looking too deep into my my areas. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna take my glasses off. Y'all know I can't see a little bit, so I be looking a little cock-eyed because I be trying to see 3 things at once. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Here with me, Juice, and today's video is going to be another story time, y'all. And I don't want y'all thinking that every video I upload will be a story time, because it won't. It's just right now I have so many stories that I've been thinking about, and I was like, let me get it out. Let me get it out, you know what I'm saying? Today's video is going to be about the time where
I almost got shot over $20.
And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't even know if I ever told this story to anybody. It's really hot. Mind y'all, look. So let me tell y'all something. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a really great day. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Please like the video, share, comment, tell me what you like about this video. Don't be afraid to. And I just feel like if you're watching the videos and haven't subscribed yet or haven't liked the video, don't be a monitoring spirit. Just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna give you some time. Don't be shy. This story very much takes place. I was in the 6th grade. I was a very smooth kid. I was me, you know what I'm saying? I was a person who I used to lose things a lot. I used to break things a lot. I had a friend. We're gonna name her, dang, Skittles. We're gonna name her Skittles. I don't really know a name to describe her because you know what's funny? This friend that I had, we was friends and I would like not see her or talk to her for a year. Time didn't mean anything. Like time, even if we haven't seen each other for like 4 years, we would still be like tight. You know what I'm saying? Like she was a cool person. I don't even know how we became friends, to be honest. I do not know, honestly, y'all. I don't know. How do I describe her? She was very goofy, but she was also going through a lot. She was going through a lot, and it was just so crazy because you could just tell like she going through it, but she will always try hard to just keep a smile on her face to come to school. She was missing a lot of school days. She missed a lot of school days, y'all. She did not have a super stable lifestyle, but she was a amazing person. Even though the situation happened, I didn't see her any less. I don't think she sees me any less. Like, I remember I brought this up like a few years ago, like now we're adults, and we just laughed about it. She knew, let me just take that story. I was an Aeropostale girly, y'all. Aeropostale down. You know, I had every color of the hoodies, the sweaters. I was Aeropostale down. I'm talking shirts, baby. Every color, every design. I had it. It was one day where she was cold. I don't know what was going on this day, but I know she asked me for my sweater. And if you guys don't know, I am anemic, bad. Like I am a chronic anemic gal. People have low iron Q, but iron deficiency down. I'm talking chronic of the chronics. I used to lose hair. I faint. Yes, I get dizzy a lot. I can't get up too quick. The blood, like I have too much issues. Sleeping a lot, and I'm always cold. I am always cold. I used to wear sweaters a lot. I remember she was cold and she asked me if she could use my sweater. So I said, okay, sure, you can wear my sweater, girl. I don't mind, you know, we friends, you know. I let her have my sweater, and mind you, she had it for the whole day. I don't know how you guys' middle school operate, but my middle school, we have different classes. I don't even know how to really describe it, but we had different classes. You know, you have your first class, second class, third class, but yeah, you know, we had that. We had, I think, 2 classes together. I remember that she asked for my sweater and I let her, you know, borrow it. And you know, we went through that whole day. We did, everything was normal. We did normal stuff. I really feel like it was something big going on for the whole school that day, but I can't really put my hands around it. Like, I don't really remember for real. So, me being me, you know, I'm pretty forgetful. So I be forgetting things. I be in my head a lot, especially when I was younger. I used to be in my head a lot, and I used to forget things. So I totally forgot I had gave her my sweater. And then towards the end of the day, when I was going home, I realized how I was getting cold. I was like, oh, girl, leave my sweater. Like, where you at? Like, get my sweater. I had called her up to give me my sweater. She gave me my sweater. I remember it was a pink. It was a pink sweater. It was like a dark. It was like this color. It was like this color sweater, and it had like the Aeropostale logo. You know, I took my sweater. I think I got picked up. I don't remember if I got picked up or I got on the bus. And a little background. And when I talk about my childhood, y'all, I don't want y'all thinking that. I just don't want y'all thinking anything crazy. Just know, even though it was crazy, but just know I'm okay. I never had like a stable childhood. I never grew up in like one city. You know how some people could be like, oh, I grew up in Oakland, or I grew up in Houston, or whatever. I was everywhere. I've never been anywhere for a very long time. I was very unstable, very unstable. So that's how me and old girl was able to relate a lot, because we never had a stable childhood. Not even that, it was more things to it, which you guys, if you guys keep watching, y'all would know, but I never was ever stable, and that was actually very draining, I'm not gonna lie. But that's why I really take therapy so serious and getting mentally okay, because when I have kids, I don't want my kids to ever go through what I went through. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I make jokes of it. I love making light out of dark situations. It's my favorite thing to do. It is what it is. So where was I? Yeah, during this time too, my mom had a boyfriend, right? And they was together for a few years, but then after, I don't know what was going on, but y'all know when you and your parents, y'all had parents that was married. My mom was not married during this time, but when your parents are married and divorced, and then they have kids involved, then they have to do the little thing where you go to your mama's house for a few days or a week, and then you got the dad gets you on the weekend. That's what they were doing with me. I'm the only child for my mom, and her boyfriend had a kid too. So that's what we had to do. So one weekend, we would go to dad's house, even though that wasn't my dad, but that was my dad, because that was my dad. That was not my dad, but that, you know, he was somebody. This is the weekend where I was going to dad's house, right? So I'm going over there, you know, so I took the bus. Okay, I took the bus because he lived in the district. So I took the bus to dad's house, and then I used to wait on my, at the time, little sister, which is his kid. I was waiting. So my routine, let me get to my routine, y'all, so it can make sense. My routine is after school, I will get on the bus. It depends on what day it is. It was the weekend. So I get home, I get off the bus, I go home, you know, dad be at work, and my routine is go home, you know, chill, watch TV for a little bit, and at a certain time, I'll go and get my little sister from the bus stop. So that was my routine, right? So while I was on the bus heading home, I goes in my pocket and I feel something, and I, you know, took it out, and it was a $20 bill, and I was like, oh, $20, this can't be mine. One thing about me, I don't steal. I do not steal, especially from people. I cannot steal. So I see the money, I'm like, okay, this probably gotta be for her. So I had called her. I'm like, hey girl, hey Skittles, did you leave $20 in my pocket? Cause, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see a $20 bill, baby, and it gotta be you. It ain't mine. I know I'm poor. $20, baby. I don't remember my mama ever give me $20. Like, no, it got to be yours. She's like, oh my God, yes, I forgot it in your pocket. You know, Juice, keep it for me. You know what I'm saying? We gonna come pick it up today. And I was like, okay, cool. So meaning her people's gonna drop her off. She's gonna pick up the money for me, and then that's that. Okay, cool. I said, all right. I'm waiting. You know, I'm doing my little routine. And one thing about me, I like to move around a lot. I'm not finna stay one place. I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm very careless. I'm a very careless person. I lose things every 24 seconds. Like, I lose things a lot. I can put my key right in front of me, and I'll forget that I put my key right there, and I'll start tweaking out. And then I have to, you know, retrace my steps. And I still can't find it, so I'll tweak out again. I have to retrace myself 85 more times before I find what I lost. Back to the story though. So I'm sitting on the steps, you know, waiting for the time for my little sister to come, because I be really anxious when it comes to, like, something I need to do, and I don't want to miss the time, and, like, I have to, like, make sure I'm there on time. The way how my brain works, y'all, it's gonna be really confusing. I don't want to really bring you guys into my inner thoughts, because it's going to confuse y'all, and y'all gonna realize how much my anxiety and ADHD bothers me, and I don't want to bring y'all through it because it's very confusing. So let's get back to the story. I'm sitting on the steps, and I'm waiting for her, and then I put my hands in the pocket again, just to make sure I got it, because, you know, I have to keep, I literally, like, this whole time, mind you, I only been home for an hour, I kept putting my hands in my pocket to just make sure the money's there, because I don't want to lose your money, and I be losing things a lot. And my fear came through. My fear came true, because while I put my hands in my pocket, y'all, and mind you, I'm watching a YouTube video. I remember I was watching, if you guys have been on YouTube for a very long time, I used to watch all of the YouTubers back then, before YouTube was YouTubing for real. I used to watch, you know, the Best Eddie Moda, Tila Dunn. If you know, you know. The what's her name? Aaliyah J. But I used to watch a lot of YouTubers. So I'm watching my YouTube on my little Nokia phone. Wow. Oh no, did I have an iPhone? I think I had an iPhone back then. I don't know, but I was watching something, and you know, I just slipped my hand in my pocket just to make sure I feel the $20, and I didn't feel it. And my heart went to my anus crack. I literally felt the hairs, you know, twinkle a little bit in my anus crack. Y'all, that's not okay. Immediately my heart sunk. Like, huh? I went in straight panic mode. I got up, I went back in the house. I'm looking everywhere. I'm talking, retracing my step, going in my room. I still had a room in the in dad's house. I'm looking in the room, I'm looking in the kitchen, everywhere, looking in the pocket again. I have my jeans on, I'm looking in my jeans, I'm looking everywhere. I went outside to the bus stop, walked back, I'm looking everywhere, y'all. I'm even looking in bushes, I looked in the fridge. For some reason, when I lose stuff, I always look in the fridge. I'm looking everywhere, y'all. I'm panicking, and when I realized I could not find it, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just be honest and tell what happened. So by this time, I had already got my sister from the school bus. We in the house, we watching TV, and then I'm helping her out with her homework. I call homegirl, I said, hey, Skittles. And I explained to her, like, you know, I had the money, and I was on the steps, and I don't know what happened. I looked in my pocket, and it was gone. And she was like, it's gone? Like, what you mean? I don't know, girl. Like, literally, I retraced my steps. I looked everywhere. Like, I don't want you thinking I stole your money or anything. Like, I don't know where the money's at. Like, I looked everywhere. Mind y'all now, she told me that it was okay. She's like, it's okay. You know, it's fine. And I said, okay, you know, I'm very sorry. Like, I was very apologetic. I told her I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean for this to happen. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I wanted to replace her money, right? So I asked my mom. I let my mom know what happened. And mom was like, how'd you lose $20 bill? And I was like, because, you know, and I told my mom exactly what happened. She was just like, well, one thing with my mom back then, my mom was a straight gangster. A lot of people don't even know this either, except if you was around her 24/7. My mom back then, now she's completely different, but a straight gangster, okay? And mind you, I have a Liberian parent at that. My mom's African, Liberian. So she was just like, you know, I don't know what to tell you. You lost the money, you lost the money. My whole purpose of letting my mom know what happened was so she can give me money to replace it. Because I really thought she was gonna give me a $20 to replace it, because that's what I wanted to do. Like, my friend, I just lost my friend's money. So I was like, well, it is what it is, babe. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, like, it's fine. So then, y'all, remember, my friend said it was okay. So now the week is over, it's Sunday night, and I had to go to my mom's house because I had to go to school tomorrow, like school the next day. So, you know, me and my sister, we went our separate ways. I went to my mom, she went to her mom, and then, you know, we started our week again. I get home, and it was the night before school. So, you know, I'm putting out my school clothes because my routine was put out your school clothes, make sure my homework is done and everything. Like, that was my routine. My mom went to go take her shower. Next thing you know, I get a call. I had got a call, right? And I answer the phone. Mind you, it's a strange number. So I was like, hello? And the person goes,
you stole my child $20?
I'm like, huh? Mind you, it's a dude's voice, a man, a grown man. He was like,
you stole my child $20?
And then I was like, who's your child? Mind you, I know what's going on, but what's going on? He said,
Skittles. You stole Skittles from $20?
I was like, I didn't steal the money. I lost the money, and I explained what happened. And he going off. He said,
no, you stole the effing money.
He cussing at me, y'all.
You stole the effing money, and if I don't get that money back by Monday, by tomorrow, I'll come to that school and shoot your ass.
Yes. He gonna come up to the school and my ass. Grown ass man, y'all. $20. You finna shoot me up with $20. Woo! Ah, the ghetto. Immediately, I got scared. Growing up, I only seen guns twice in my life. I only seen a pew-pew twice in my life. It was never pointed at me or anything, but I have seen it. It was not like pew-pews are unfamiliar. But you threatening to shoot me, baby, yes, that's very unfamiliar. I never got threatened to, look, baby, ain't nobody have ever. How old am I? When you in 6th grade, how old are you? I think I was 11 or 12. 11 or 12. I have never been threatened with a gun. Have I seen it? Yes. But I have never been threatened with a gun. So, I'm scared. You say you finna shoot me, like, over $20. I'm scared. Like, yes, I'm scared.
Why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation.
We got off the phone, and then I went straight to my mama. Because what? And like I said, y'all, my mom was a straight gangster, so nothing scared this lady. I went to her, she was in the shower, and I explained to her what's going on. I said, you know, Mom, I call my mommy. However y'all feel about it, cool. I always call my mama mommy. So now that I'm older, I call her mom sometimes, but I usually call her mommy. I don't know if this is an African thing or like an African thing, a Jamaican thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not Jamaican, I'm just saying, because I have some Jamaican friends who call their mom mommy too. Mommy, remember when I told you that I lost Skittles $20? And she's like, yeah, what happened? Mind you, she already irritated because why are you coming to interrupt my shower? I was like, you know, her dad just called me and said he's gonna shoot me if I don't bring the money tomorrow. And I was like, okay. Hey, y'all, listen, immediately y'all probably like, what? You should be concerned. Like, somebody just threatened to shoot your daughter, your child, your only child at that. Mind you, like I said, I'm the only child for my mom. To this day, I'm still the only child for my mom. On my dad's side, my actual biological dad, I have a lot of siblings, and you know, we cool, but we ain't close. But I'm still the only child. When she said, okay, I said, hold on, girl. I'm finna die off of 20 over a dub. And then she goes, did you know that she put the money in your pocket? And I was like, no, I didn't know she put the $20 in my pocket. Cause y'all, I did not know. And she was like, if the $20 was put in your pocket unknown to you, how was that your fault? And I was like, just help me, please. Like, girl, just help me. I understand you try to be very logical, and you gotta understand too, like, I grew up always viewing my mom as a mother and a father because my dad was never around, and it's not something like, oh my God, like, my dad was never around. Like, I've seen her have boyfriends, you know, but I've always never seen him as a father. I just always see my mother only as a mother. I know it's probably weird to y'all, but I've always seen her as a mother and father because my mom always played both roles. My mom never have ever given me like gentle parenting, or how you want to say it. I've never been coddled. I guess it did affect me, but I've never been the type to be like, oh my God, I'm gonna go and pop my coochie around because I never had my dad, or I really want that love from a man. No, like, I'm very confident, conceited at that. I was never coddled by my mom, so my mom telling me this, I was just like, dang, like, girl, I need comforting, like, I'm scared, I was scared. So she's just like, okay, well, basically, you didn't know the money was missing, so it's not your fault, it's not your problem. I said, okay, it's not my fault, it's not my problem. It's not my fault, it's not my problem. Okay, I can do this. It's not my fault, it's not my problem. I'm gonna go to school tomorrow like a real gangster like you, and hopefully I don't get shot because you don't care. When I tell you guys I was so scared, I had called, at the time I had like two, not the time, but we're not friends anymore, but I had two friends, they were my best friends, like damn near close to sisters, and they were twins. So I remember I was telling them what happened, and they were scared for me too. They was just like, girl, what? You finna get shot over $20? And I'm just like, yes. I was talking to them on the phone with them. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. I feel like I'm really about to die. So, like, you know, I'm just counting the time to my dad. I'm counting the times to my dad because I know she always come to school late. We had our first period together. I just knew that the moment she walked in, the gun gonna be behind her, baby. They gonna come and me. My twin friends, you know, my besties, whatever, they were like, you need to go report that. Like, go report that. That's not okay. And it was so crazy too because I had made the honor roll. So, you know, before I went to go snitch, I was looking at my, you know, my name on the honor roll because, like, girl, what? Yeah, like, she's smart and she finna die. She was a smart one. I went to the office and I don't know if she was the principal or like who she was, the counselor. I just know I went to her. I went over there and like I'm just telling her what happened and she's listening and she was like, so basically, it just seemed like everybody was just so calm in the situation. She was like, so basically, you let her borrow your sweater for the day and she put money in the pocket unknown to you. You went home, you found out it was in your pocket, you let her know. Then you lost the money with whatever you were doing. You called her to let her know that too. And then the next day or a few days later, the dad said he gonna kill you if he don't get the money. And I'm like, yeah, like, yes, that's exactly what happened. And she was like, and your mom's not up here? I'm sitting there and she was just like, so your mom's not here. Okay, so why isn't your mom here? Hold on, Papa, we're finna go outside, okay? Give me a second. But I gotta finish the story, baby, so you're gonna have to wait. Yeah. She goes and calls the parent, calls Skittles' parent, and they didn't answer the phone. Called again, they didn't answer the phone. She was like, well, they're not answering the phone. We're gonna keep an eye out, and, you know, we're just gonna see what happens. Okay. Y'all finna let me die. Like, I'm about to lose my life. If someone was to ask how I died, what y'all gonna say? She died because she lost $20? You see how stupid? I get to first period, I'm scared. I sat down. And during this day, we had like a group project, so everybody go into like a little group and then we do something. I don't know what we was doing. But all I know is the whole time we doing that group project, I'm just counting I'm looking at the clock. I'm so anxious because I just know I'm about to die.
Oh my God, it's not funny.
Like, I'm about to die over $20. Boy, you need to stop playing music out my window before I get copyrighted. So I'm like, okay, let me, I'm just gonna play cool, even though I'm so scared. I'm literally in bricks right now, but at the end of the day, I gotta keep it G. I always gotta keep it G. The moment she walked in the door, I'm telling you, all that fear went out the window, baby. It's time. She walked in real slow, real irritated.
Bling! Bitches is mad.
My teacher mind you, we had like a certain number of groups, so you know how sometimes the teacher would divide it by how many kids in the classroom. So I guess we had one extra spot, and she was like, okay, you can group with them.
Oh my God!
her. She came, she walked in, she sit down. Everybody at the table don't know what's going on. So they're like, hey, Skittles. And I'm not saying nothing. I'm just looking.
It's getting weird.
I don't see no guns, so I'm like, okay, I could calm down a little bit. So I'm sitting there, and then she goes, mind you, she was holding something in her hand, and she goes, so you stole my $20?
Okay.
And in my head, I'm like, girl, you literally said
You could do.
literally, we was literally on the phone. I told you what happened. You said it was okay. And then you went and tell your dad that I stole your money. And then you gonna come to me saying that I stole your money?
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, are you okay? I said, we talked on the phone. I told you what happened. And he decided to go tell your dad and said that I stole your phone. I mean, stole your, $20. And then she didn't say nothing.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
And I'm just looking. She and I, we look at each other. We didn't say nothing. We just look at each other. Then the teacher comes, you know, interrupt the whole stare off and was giving us papers and stuff. So that was that. So then, you know, we didn't talk. After that situation happened, ain't nothing happened after that. We was not talking for a few months. No, I think it was a month, max. And then out of nowhere, randomly she started talking to me again. And I'm just like, well, I didn't die. We were still cool. We still talk like nothing happened. She is a beautiful soul. She's a beautiful person. Even though the situation happened, we were young. But girl, I ain't gonna lie, you got me messed up with the whole tell your daddy that I lost your money. Hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. I lost my old glasses and I found it and I got a new one. And I got this one. And like, I know y'all didn't ask me, but let me just tell y'all. I got this size because I have an issue where my house is hot and like it gets foggy on here. And I haven't experienced it with my new ones. I think because my frames that I usually get is really big. I know y'all didn't ask me, but I just want to let y'all know that I got this from Firmoo. Firmoo, please sponsor me. Because I'm really blind, I need them for real. So if you like, you know, if you sponsor me for a move, I just really feel like it's gonna be like some type of connection. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, some of those people who y'all be sponsoring, it don't really be blind. They be getting the glasses with no prescription. But baby, I need it for real, and I lose my glasses every 2 days. So if you wanna really, you know what I'm saying, connect with me, do that. Cause for a move, your glasses is fire. Yeah. Anyways, see you guys on my next one.